Capricorn season. Thanks for tuning in to the Embodied Astrology podcast. I'm Renee Sills. I'm a consulting astrologer, embodiment educator, and the creator of Embodied Astrology. If you enjoy my readings, make sure to order your 2025 Year Ahead Expanded Horoscope now. These 2-hour Embodied Astrology yearly forecasts for each sign go in depth with the most important transits, offering embodied suggestions for making the most of the opportunities and working skillfully with the challenges. You can order your 2025 reading by clicking the link below. If my work benefits you and you want to help me keep giving these monthly readings for free or help keep all of our offerings at EA financially accessible and sliding scale, please take a moment right now to like, follow, and subscribe to our channels. This is the #1 way you can help us grow. This season's horoscopes are intuitive offerings for each sign of the zodiac. I hope that they serve and support you in some way. Listen for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And remember that not everything is for everyone, so take what works, leave the rest, and make the meaning that's most meaningful for you. Thanks for being here. Onto your horoscope. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Capricorn season. Capricorn season bridges the calendar year. So we enter the Capricorn season on December 21st, and we enter into the next season of Aquarius on January 19th. And as we move from one year to another, a lot of people really mark that transition and feel a distinct transition in terms of energy and vibe. And there are often a lot of ideas about what we want with this new year and what is coming up. And some years more than others feel like a change between one number to the next. And when I'm looking ahead at 2025 for you, it feels like this is a really important year of change. And a lot of you are significantly restructuring how you are working in the world and in your lives. Practical considerations around your energy and how you tend your energy, and I mean literally your body's vitality, as well as your mood and your outlook and your vibe. How you tend your energy is essential for you to be paying attention to right now. And I'm going to say that for the foreseeable future, how you tend your own personal energy is how you will tend the world, how you will tend your work. And in Sagittarius season, I was talking to you about needing to check in with overworking, overcompensating, performative ways of being that weren't really taking care of you in an authentic way. And as we move into Capricorn season, these are high up on the priorities list to be paying attention to. So we are moving into Capricorn season with a lot of retrograde influences. Mercury gestation direct a couple of days before Capricorn season begins. It's still in its shadow period for the first week and a half. Mars is retrograde throughout the course of Capricorn season and will be moving from Leo, which is an important sign for you. It is a fixed sign sibling. It holds the heaven of your chart. It has a lot to do with your life path and purpose. Mars will be moving from Leo back into Cancer. And Cancer is another important sign for you as a water element sibling sign. And where Cancer is, there are big visions and sensations of your guiding principles and personal philosophies and personal truth. So in a big way, Capricorn season is continuing what started in Sagittarius season when it comes to review. How are you using your energy? Where are you overusing or misusing your energy? And what needs to change in order for you to get what you need to give what you have? You have a lot to give. You are a human being with skills and experiences and talents and perspectives that mean something in the world. There are important places and relationships that will benefit from your involvement. And now is a period of time that a lot of you are recognizing you need to find the right places. You need to be with the right people so that you can give what you have to give and get what you need in order to give what you have. And so this issue of tending your personal energy is so much bigger than you. It is an issue actually of belonging on a fundamental level. This is an issue that is asking you to pay attention to the ways that you resonate in relationship with however you connect with the words and ideas of home and family and community. Tending your energy really requires you to be doing and being in ways that are honest and authentic. We cannot have you pretending to be someone else out there. And Scorpios are sometimes a very secretive crew. Privacy is different than secrecy, I know. But sometimes in an effort to hold your cards close to your chest, some of you may be performing or enacting inauthenticity, or you may be holding a lot of yourself back and only allowing certain aspects of yourself to come forward because you think that's what's going to keep you safe or get you what you need. And what I see in your chart is that now is not the time for that. We need you to be showing up 100% with who you are. We need you to be real and honest and transparent and tender and available for the kinds of interactions and the kinds of experiences that allow you to be who you are. And I mean that on multiple levels of your life. I mean that in your significant relationships. I mean that when it comes to family and home. I mean that when it comes to work and vocation. I definitely mean that when it comes to you with you and the ways that you make time and space for how you want to be and what you want to do and what feels like fun to you. So Capricorn season brings us towards a new moon. We have a Capricorn new moon on December 30th. This is almost the last day of the year. It really feels like a new moon of a lot of closure. And for you, I'm looking at closure of significant patterns in communication that have been changing certainly over the last, I'm going to say decade and a half, and definitely over the last couple of years. I think that many of you have been really aware of how you are shifting your communication habits. Communication doesn't just include your speech. It includes so many deeper layers of processing and perception. So this has to do with how you take in information fundamentally. A lot of you are realizing that you have been taking in information in somewhat of an incomplete or biased way. Natural and normal for all human beings. None of us have 360-degree vision. We literally cannot see our own asses, right? So having some kind of recognition of what you weren't recognizing is awakening you to what you can now see in new ways. And you are taking in information in new and different ways. I think a lot of you are more willing to perceive things that before you just couldn't for some reason. As your perception shifts, so does the ways that you share information with others. So how you communicate and what you put forward. This comes back to the theme of not being extra, not being performative unless you're literally on stage and you have a costume on and performance is the thing that you're doing. But if you're trying to navigate authenticity in relationships, if you're trying to figure out how to do the work that you want to do, if you are trying to create more of a stable, secure home life or family experience for yourself, we need you to be real. And something is shifting in your charts right now that to me feels like you have increasing courage and also affirmation that you can show yourself a little bit. You can be out there with who you are. Now, as we move towards the new moon, this is a great time to be kind of present with this shifting landscape of communication and curious about where the unknowns are in terms of how you relate with others. This is a wonderful new moon to not make assumptions. You might even make a ritual about it. And what I would suggest here is some kind of ceremony that honors the very real fact that you have no idea what other people are experiencing. I know you're a Scorpio, and so you're perceptive, and a lot of times you think you know, but I'm telling you, you don't know. You might know a little bit of a piece of it. You might have a sense of a vibe, but you don't know the whole picture, and you don't understand the whole arc of where someone is coming from. And rather than trying to figure it out from your Scorpio tunnel, maybe instead throw it to the wind. You don't know. It's not actually yours to know. Other people are their own mysteries. They get to have their own lives and paths that evolve for them. And it's not your job to be hyper vigilantly tracking everybody and trying to figure out what's going on for other people. You can better use your energy tuning in with what is true for you. So as we enter into Capricorn season, this is a wonderful time for you to be creatively expressing yourself, giving yourself opportunities to get to know what you're thinking, what you're experiencing. This is a great time to share a little bit of what is coming up for you with other people, and also to invite them to share with you. This first phase of Capricorn season really highlights new invitations in your life to deepen intimacy through radical honesty, tenderness, and transparency. This is also a period of time that is asking you to tune in with how you are engaging your energy and your body. Self-care issues are really highlighted at this time, and I think that a lot of you might be in some kind of phase where you are exploring either new habits and ways of being in your body or caring for your body, or you're recognizing that you need to. I'm going to say that whatever helps you feel alive is what you want to go for. And there's a feeling here of you need to kind of boost your fire a little bit. Now, I'm not talking about inflammation, so don't do things that are inflammatory to any conditions that you might have. What I'm talking about is passion. I'm talking about invigoration and inspiration. My personal preference all the time is dancing. I have been dancing all my life, and every time I put on music that I love and let it move me, I feel better. Literally, every time. It doesn't fail. Now, the secret for me is I'm not dancing for somebody else. I'm just doing it for me. I'm having a great time. I'm moving how I want to move. And if I'm moving in sync with the music or not, I don't care, because I'm paying attention to what is moving me. I would love to invite you to put on some of your favorite music and dance every day throughout Capricorn season, and dance for you. If you have pets, you can dance for them too. But don't dance for another kind of audience. Don't dance for TikTok or your phone or whatever. Turn your devices off. Dance for you. See if you can get some movement or gesture or even facial expressions. If you're a person whose body doesn't move in big ways, you can do some little shoulder shrugs. You can dance in your mind. You can sway with the music. You can move your hands. You can move your face. This kind of invitation for you to just express your energy and have some fun is a great way also to clear your mind and help yourself to refocus and reorient, because a lot of you are really thinking deeply right now about your next steps. And as we move into January, the feeling of what are you doing next and how are you trying to get there becomes more pronounced. Now, this is a period of time also that really highlights the emotional qualities in the world. And I'm going to say that there are big feelings. This is not new. We are living in a time of chaos. We are living in a time of heartbreak and devastation and a lot of loss. There are really big feelings that need to be felt, and that includes for you, my friend, as well as probably all the people around you. So during this period of time, many of you are going to be noticing in your own life and in the world that emotional gravity starts to really get stronger, and that people are definitely going through some things. This is potentially very invigorating to a lot of people because there's a feeling of needing to take action with what we're feeling. A lot of people are being called to protect and defend what is most vital and precious and important for them personally and in the world at large. And I think many of you may be feeling this as well. So as Mars retrogrades back into Cancer, which it does on January 6th, many of you, I think, are being called in some kind of way to apply your energy and your skills and your capacity to actualize or activate or mobilize in some ways that have to do with caring for what is most important. Now, what is most important in many ways is unique to anybody who might be asked. But ultimately, I also just want to suggest that what's most important to all of us is the earth. It is the place that we all come from. It is what provides literally everything for us, all of our sustenance, all of our livelihood, anything that we might define as wealth comes from the earth. And the earth has been exploited and extracted from in horrible ways for so long. And the people of the earth and the life on earth, animals and plants, have been treated terribly. And not all people, right? Not all cultures, but you know what I'm talking about. We are living in a time of climate crisis and devastation of the earth. And so what I want to offer, if this resonates for you, is that this is a period of time in which you can get energy for yourself by giving your energy to the earth and to life on earth and to what matters most on earth. However you define that, however you answer that, will be unique to you. There are a million causes and places where you can put your energy and attention. Ultimately, the needs for healing on planet Earth are needs that connect all of these causes. So the ways that we take care of the forests and the water are the ways that we also need to take care of ourselves and each other. And the ways that we need to make sure that people have their basic needs met are the ways that we also need to make sure that the environment has its basic needs met. So there's something in this period of time that feels to me like it is asking you to tune in with interconnection in a way that has you take some kind of action. And this action that you're taking is most effective, it is most powerful when it feels really authentic. And that might mean that it feels vulnerable for you, or that you are showing yourself or sharing parts of yourself that you have previously thought you would never show or never share. It might mean that you are taking action in ways that put you into positions where you feel uncomfortable and awkward, or where you run the risk of failure. I'm going to say that if those are the ways that you're feeling, those are the right ways. Those are the ways that you will best be mobilizing and using your energy right now. And ultimately, those are the ways that are going to bring you into relationship and contact with the people and the communities and the relationships that will support you to grow in the ways that you want to grow and do the things that you want to do. We have a Cancer full moon on January 13th. This is a moon that really highlights big feelings, big events in the world that are carrying a lot of emotional content with them. However, you can meet this moment from a place of creative, courageous authenticity. Show yourself. Share yourself, be real, be honest, be transparent, be tender, and be here in ways that you're putting it out there, what you care about and what's important for you. Those ways of being open some doors for you. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're doors inside of your own psyche or spirit or energy that allow you to move forward. Maybe they're doors of opportunity and relationship and people really seeing something about you that they want to support. But fundamentally, this is a period of time that gives the most to you when you really give of yourself to this period of time. And giving of yourself doesn't mean going overboard. It doesn't mean being extra or performative or trying to do other people's work for them. It means getting really clear about your boundaries, getting really clear about your values, getting really clear about who you are, what you stand for, and what you have to give. Scorpio, I wish you all of the courage in the world right now. I wish for you deep and vital connections to the earth and to the resource of earth, to the source of your personal power. Hope those channels are open for you and that you tend to those channels throughout this season and beyond. I'm wishing you all the best in Capricorn season. Bye for now. Thanks so much for listening to your Capricorn season reading. If this horoscope resonated for you, please show your support by liking, following, and subscribing, and by sharing this work with your friends and community. And if you want more, don't forget to order your 2025 year ahead reading, where I go in depth with the big picture and main themes of this year for your sun, moon, and rising signs. This season, I hope you'll join me for Somatic Space, which is a class I offer every Monday where we prepare ourselves to work with the astrology of the week ahead through gentle healing body practices, breathwork, meditation, and visualization. You can drop in once to try it out, or if you become a member, you'll also get access to the past classes video archive, as well as Tea Time, which is a monthly meetup and conversation space where we learn and share how astrology is moving through our lives. You can find more information about working with me and other Embodied Astrology events in the show notes or through the study section at embodiedastrology.com. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for listening and engaging. I truly hope to see you in an Embodied Astrology space soon. Bye for now.